What's up, guys? Coach John Wojo here with JW Fitness answering another question for you. What's the difference in workouts between a lean muscular build and a bulky build? So what makes someone appear as though they have a lean muscular build as opposed to a bulky, husky looking build is their level of conditioning. How lean they are, how much body fat they have on their body. You cannot build a lean, when people say, I'm gonna build lean muscle. Well, there's no such thing. You're building muscle. And then if you have a lot of fat in and around that muscle, it just means your body fat levels are high. And if you don't have a whole lot of fat in and around those muscles, your body fat is low. And that has to do with your energy balance. And so if you want to build eventually what is a lean muscular body, you still want to build muscle over time and eventually reduce your body fat levels to the point where all of that hard work, all of that muscle that you've built over months and years of hard work can now be on display, so to speak. There is no one way to train for lean muscle and one way to train for a bulky build. And then aside from the fact that it's just your body fat levels that dictate how your body appears to other people, it's clearly also your genetics and that predisposes you to look a certain way. Some people are taller and they have lower body fat, generally speaking, so they might appear to you as being leaner. And other people might be shorter and have a barrel-shaped chest and a thicker waist, and they might appear bulky. But those are just descriptive terms that we use. It's not like you train one way or the other to look one way or the other. Now, however, having said that also, you can train or emphasize specific muscle groups to give your body the appearance of having a greater V-taper and maybe appearing a little bit longer. Clearly, if you have somebody who's a little bit on the shorter side and they have enormous quads and an enormous barrel chest and big shoulders and big thick arms, they're just going to look stocky. It doesn't matter what they do. When they get bigger, they're just going to appear stocky because they're on the shorter side. Whereas somebody who is naturally taller, extremely tall in a sense, 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", it takes them a lot longer to fill out, so to speak. So if that person could be very strong, but they don't have the appearance of having overly muscled quads, or maybe they just naturally have a very narrow waist, and they might have naturally broad shoulders, and then on top of that they're lifting, and that's going to give them this incredible V-taper to a narrow waist, right, narrow hips, and then their legs look longer, and that person just appears leaner and more sculpted. But the training is the same. You're doing the same exercises, you're following the same principles in order to build muscle, and everybody, regardless of your quote-unquote body type, has to follow the same principles in order to build muscle. And then how you look after all of that hard work has to do with your genetics and your level of body fat. So that's how I would answer that. Guys, if you appreciate the content, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.